Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to take good pictures for your Etsy listing. I may be talking with a little bit of a list today, and you might notice that I have a bandage on my gums, but that's because I had braces and I have gotten a frenectomy. So they cut my gums to line them up with my teeth so that they look right, and I'm in a little bit of pain, but I'm going to get through this video today to show you guys how to take these great pictures. Alright, so let's get started. The key to good pictures, of course, is lighting. So I'm using the Godox SL60, and it's a consistent light. I only use this because I work out of the basement, so it's really no good light down here. But of course, you could still take great pictures without this Godox. You could just drag a table over to your windowsill and use the sunlight, the natural sunlight, or you can go into a room that's well lit. But I'm about to tweak this so that I can have some good light for my picture, and we can get started. Alright, so that looks great. And of course, like I said before, good lighting is the main component of your picture, so make sure that you're somewhere where it's well lit. Rule number 2 is a clear background. So you want somewhere where it's clutter free, clear, no debris, no nothing, and that your item that you're selling is in great focus. So I got this poster board from the Dollar Tree. It was $1. I got a couple other backgrounds too. I'm going to show you guys. I had got some of them from Amazon, but majority of them came from Dollar Tree, so I'm just going to switch those up throughout the video and show you guys. The white background is a little bit too much. I feel like it clashed with the white shirt. Maybe if this was a gray shirt or a black shirt, I would have used it, but I'm not going to use it for this video. I got this background from Michael's. I feel like maybe it's a little too noisy for this shirt, so I'll try something else different. So I got this marble background from no, I didn't get this from Michael's. So I got this marble background from Amazon, and I'm going to use that. So now that we have a background that's clear and it shows our design really well, I feel like this shirt goes great on this compared to the other two backgrounds. Step number 3 is to make sure that your item is clean and debris free. So I'm just going to take the lint roller and I'm going to clean off the shirt. And this is like your time to just like tweak the shirt as much as you can. Like, I noticed that people on Etsy, or just when I'm looking at shirts like online, just shopping and stuff, they like to roll up the sleeves on the shirt. So this is like your time to do that. Roll up the sleeves, maybe tweak it a little bit, and ruche up the shirt a little bit, little stuff like that. I'm not going to roll up the sleeves. I don't think it looks cute on the shirt. It's a little too little for that. So now we get into step number 4. Step number 4 is props. Majority of the props that I have today that I'm going to be using, I got from Dollar Tree, and a couple of them I got from other places like Hobby Lobby. I had got the shoes from there. They were $6.99, and probably a couple other places just like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I really shop at the same places all the time, so I don't get nothing that's really not from there. So this is, what is this, wheat. I have wheat and cotton, but I think I'm gonna use the wheat today. So I have a baby doll that I bought from the dollar store. This is just stuff that I'm just gonna add on here. I got these from the dollar store too. Thought these were cute. A couple of puzzles. I don't have no kids, but you would think I did when you see all these toys and stuff that I have just sitting around from Mockups. Some little beads. I'm just showing you guys some things. These are the shoes that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and just a couple Lego pieces. But just buy some things, figure out what works best for you. I think for this picture, I might use this baby doll, and I'm definitely going to use this wheat. I like the wheat. So already, this picture is really simple, but it's looking good. And like I said, I'm going to just rough the shirt up a little bit. Just give it some tease. And for real, it's up to you. Like, just play with the things that you have and play with the picture. And I'm going to take the picture. Let's see how this looks. That looks really good to me. So like I said, guys, just tease it and play with the stuff that you have. I'm also going to use some other things that I have, so maybe I can add in these little puzzle pieces. Maybe replace it for the doll. Guys, just go with the flow. Like, remember when doing this, like, don't take it too serious. Like, just get inspired from a couple other pictures that people have, and just like think, like, do you want yours to look something like that? Go around, like, make it playful, especially if it's kids shirts. Just make it playful, make it fun. And I'm also going to take this picture too. Maybe we could take the wheat out. I'm not a photographer or nothing, I'm not a pro, but this is just so that my pictures look a little bit different from everybody else on Etsy's. I noticed that like everybody likes to use the same mock-ups that you've seen before. You'll be like, oh, that's my design, but on a freaking mock-up that we've seen 1,000 times. So I got kind of tired of that. I'm like, let me just make something different, or let me try. The stuff I'm using is cheap, so we could try this picture too. Alright guys, so this is just my little tutorial on how I do my mock-ups for my shop. I try to use inexpensive things and make my design come more to life. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and let me know.